How's it going, guys? Welcome to Audio Addiction. We have a special guest with us today. He can say his name, what he does, and all that jazz.
What's up, everybody? It's Alexx Bean. I'm an artist. I make pop punk and emo music.
There we go. Well, Alex, thanks for coming on first and foremost. The first question is, I had a chance to check out some of the songs you have up on your YouTube page. I'll leave a link in the description. Go check out Alex's stuff. But I wanted to know how you started out, like what made you get into music in general. Like, was your is your family very musically oriented, or give me the Alexx Bean origin story?
Yeah, dude. Well, I've always just been into music. Started playing drums at a really young age, and taught myself how to do guitar. I looked up how to do a power chord. Every single Green Day song online is just power chords, so I was able to learn a lot of Green Day songs really fast. And then I was like, oh wait, so I can just make my own songs that are really simple, like 3 or 4 chords.
Sure, yeah.
It's just about writing cool melodies and playing really fast. And then it was interesting because when I was really getting into that, that was on its way out. So that was 2011 and stuff like that. So there was no real role model that was current that I had in terms of music.
Sure.
And then recently things have started to shift a little bit, which has gotten me really excited. And so I just feel like there's a new wave, a little bit more encouragement.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that, certainly. I think I would probably argue within the past 2 years, there's been just a resurgence of emo, punk music. Obviously MGK is a big one that I'm sure you're going to mention here on the pod, but
Sure.
yeah, I feel like when I was listening to it, I was like, it was cool to me because some of the songs, you have up acoustically, and some songs you have where it's, you got the full production.
Yeah.
And it's cool to see the differentiation between the two, where it
Right.
kind of is more bass line. You can kind of hear all the not that you couldn't hear the chords before, but it just is, it's just vocals and guitar, acoustic guitar. And then you listen to the production. How did you kind of get into that styling, where you were man, I want to, we were talking about, you have that sort of pop punk roots, but then you also are incorporating almost trap beats a little bit, emo, that sort of vibe. Was there ever a transitional period, or has that always been kind of a part of your DNA?
I would say yes and no on that, just because there was definitely listening to Lil Peep for the first time, and
Yeah.
when all of the emo rap stuff started happening around 2017, that was oh, this is really amazing. But at the same time, it's I'm from Atlanta, and I lived in New York for a little while, but I was around so much. I used to do internships and stuff at studios here,
Sure.
which is basically me getting coffee and rap tables. But so I've been around so much hip hop music, and then when I was in New York, I used to go to these Treble Tuesday events, which were basically just rap ciphers. And I would just hang out, help the guys with the boards, and drink a lot of Jägermeister because that was the sponsorship. They had a Jägermeister sponsorship, so it was just free Jaeger. I never want to drink that again, but no, it was really interesting. And then I started seeing hip hop started really getting into rock stuff. It started with the Metallica t-shirts and everything like that, but then it was just kind of I feel like a lot of hip hop started having a rock and roll mindset, and then I was like, wait, I think I kind of see maybe rock's having a comeback. And so that was really encouraging. And it was just, I didn't expect that to be the way that would happen. And that was super interesting. But, and here in Atlanta, I'm one of the only guys doing pop punk. So I'm hanging out last night at this Motion Family opening party they have at this new office. They're a company that does music videos.
Oh, cool.
2 Chainz, Lil Baby, and all these big Atlanta rappers. And I'm the pop punk guy there, wearing my Doc Martens and shit. So it was but it's kind of fun being that I'm kind of unique within these circles in that way, and it's cool. I like the energy better because I've hung out with a lot of just rock type stuff, and the energy's not there. I feel the real rock energy is with the hip hop community in a large part.
No, I would certainly agree, especially like I said, within the past couple years, that emo rap genre I feel has exploded tremendously. And it's cool to see artists that have, again, those sort of old school roots, like you were talking about Green Day, which is one of the bands that I grew up listening to as well. So to me, it's I like that, some of these artists that are coming up are paying homage to the older, the pop punk roots, but also just have this more modern touch to it that I think makes it more interesting, a little bit more appealing. And like, I'm sure, your TikTok game has been like off the charts just because like I feel like with modern music right now, especially in that sort of emo rap pop punk kind of vibe, like everybody's like eating that up. It's great. So definitely good. But the next question, Alex, who are you influenced by? We kind of talked on it a little bit, but like, who influences you, when you started out, when you were playing, and then who influences you now, like more currently?
Dude, well, I mean, it was just like all the classics growing up, which I guess were not like what we're supposed to be my growing up classics in a way. Because if you think, like I was saying, like at 2011's when I was in middle school, so it was like, but I was listening to stuff that middle schoolers in 2003 or 2002 would be listening to, and so it was like, New Found Glory, Green Day, Taking Back Sunday, like just all the staples, Sum 41, Blink-182, like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
all the classic pop punk stuff, and then a little bit of the kind of like underground 2010s wave. Like there was some, like the story so far was like one of the bands that I felt like had really good
Yeah.
the vocals and shit were sick and the drum beats were sick. And then, but yeah, I feel like they were only like one of the only bands of that kind of era that I was really into. Just because like I feel like the overall like vibe wasn't as like experimental or pushing boundaries. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like Blink-182 really pushed boundaries, like just in terms of their image and
Yeah.
like in and of the state, and then with the self-titled record, like pushing boundaries sonically. Like they were the first group to do emo on a really like big scale, I guess, or really mainstream scale.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that certainly. And then, like, who influences you more currently now? Like you said, you live in Atlanta and have like more of a, you're surrounded by like a lot of rap and hip hop. So, are there any artists that you're listening to currently that kind of influence that style of what you do now?
I mean, there's tons of good rappers that are like influenced by rock. I was just speaking with, I was hanging out at a friend's clothing shop, and I don't know if you know Kenny Mason.
I do not, but it sounds familiar though.
He's a really cool rapper. He's got like some rock and pop punk influences and stuff, and we just like hung out and talked about pop punk for 30 minutes.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean? Coming from two different, like, because I grew up playing guitar and he grew up rapping, but we both shared like love of My Chemical Romance and Blink-182 and shit like that. So that was fun. And then basically just talking about how like there's a Nickelbackification of hip hop going on right now. That's my new favorite term, is a Nickelbackification. That's my favorite.
I hope it catches on. That sounds great.
But like what I'm trying to say is that like when Nickelback was popular, it was like that was like the end of rock, because that was the most commercial like Nirvana copy of a copy.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And I feel like we're getting to that place with like mainstream hip hop where it's like, okay, how many times am I gonna hear this fucking beat and this like flow and shit? So I think people have been starting to look for like what's fresh or what's new, and that's like why hyperpop's been kind of interesting. That's why there's been like more drill influence in hip hop, and then obviously this pop punk resurgence. I think I think a younger generation thinks it's new, and they have no idea that it's like that we're just copying shit from like 1999 or whatever.
Yeah,
so I think that's super funny.
I would agree with that, because like even some of the stuff that I've heard recently, like it kind of blows my mind that I'm like, oh, okay, that kind of has like that old school pop punk feel, or like even like you said with hyperpop, I'm starting to kind of get into that wave a little bit. And it's so weird how like you can hear like old school stuff that like you and I are like, oh, well, this has been around for forever, just completely packaged in a different way. So it speaks volume to that, if it's still good, it's still going to stick around. So totally. I'm excited to see what you're going to be doing next. 'Cause like I listened to Castle's, the acoustic version. And then I listened to Hope I Die Young, obviously the music video version. And it's cool to see that like, they're so like just kind of comparing the two, obviously are two different songs, but like having the acoustics and the vocals were like really interesting. And I really enjoyed that. And then Hope I Die Young, I was like, man, the production on this is like super tight. And like, obviously it's still interesting lyrically and, sonically, but like the production is like, wow, this is nuts. So I'm curious to see how like the rest of the songs you're going to be releasing come out, because it seems very cool. And like, obviously still paying homage to the roots, but also keeping it still like within that like sort of hip hop, like rap kind of mentality. So I would definitely recommend obviously I'm sure you'll keep doing it, but if you ever needed like, a little powwow, this was the moment.
Nice, dude.
But
yeah, dude. Well, I've got all sorts of stuff coming up in the pipeline. I've got like some actual full rock instrumentation, songs that are like real live drums and fucking guitars and shit. That's gonna be fun. I gotta film one of those music videos this summer, and then just I'm working on a bunch of collabs with different artists.
Nice.
That are coming up this year.
Very cool, very cool. I am curious though how you guys are gonna kind of translate some of these songs live. Like, are you guys gonna have like a lot of like, because especially with like Hope I Die Young, it's got like this really cool beat to it, and like it's got this real cool like punch to it that obviously the guitars are like real distorted and like the drums are really cool. I'm curious how that sort of stuff translates live. I don't know if you've played any shows yet, Alex, but
right.
How do you feel like, if you haven't played a show yet, like if you have any ideas on how you're gonna kind of like, make these songs like have that sort of punch that they do like in the music videos and like the songs that you've released thus far?
Dude, that's gonna be a learning process, I guess.
Well, best of luck.
I mean, I just say that for funny, but no, I mean, I've seen a lot of artists. You just translate it live band wise. I remember reading about like Rick Rubin when he was producing a lot of the Linkin Park stuff. Was always like, yeah, how are they gonna pull this off live? But no, I know it's really complicated. There's a lot of like, Ableton Live work. I don't know if you're familiar.
Yes,
any producers watching this, Ableton Live is really good for live, live performance and stuff like that. But no, dude, you make a really good fucking point. It's gonna be interesting.
Well, best of luck, Alex, because if it translates well, I feel like it's gonna be really sick. So I'm excited. Hopefully I'll have to keep looking for some online videos of you playing some shows soon. But
hell yeah, dude.
The next question, Alex, keeping it more current, what are you listening to on a daily basis? What's on your Spotify? What have you been listening to lately?
Lot of Misfits 2.0 playlist, a lot of the Locker playlist. Dude, there's just so much, like even from the biggest pop stars and emerging pop stars, to like, more alternative stuff. Everybody's putting out really good stuff recently, stuff that like really speaks to me. So how about that song? What's the song that there's some girl has like 10 Reasons Why or something? She just put it out.
Oh man,
it's like a pop punk song, and then there's another song. I'll think of her name in a second. It's basically like a ABCDFU like kind of song. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Which is like, that song's really awesome that blew up too.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, like just all sorts of stuff.
Keeping it
just everything you'd imagine.
Just trying to find just new artists to listen to every day. I kind of totally feel you on that. So I'll have to keep an eye out. But next question, Alex, for people who aren't familiar with you and your music, what would be one song you would recommend to new listeners to check out?
Oh, Hope I Die Young. Check that out. I also put out a hyperpop meets pop punk track called Fading, which has a ridiculous music video that you should definitely watch. It's like,
I just saw it now. It came out a day ago as of this recording, so I'll have to go give it a listen. That was the only one. I listened to Castles. I have not checked out Misery. I do see Misery on here, so I'll probably listen to that too. And then Fading, I'll have to go watch. But guys, go check out Alex. Links in the description. You already know. Go. They're all
it's on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all that stuff. MySpace,
all of it.
Snapspace, Airspace,
all of it. There's literally so many. It makes me feel really old because I'm like, how many social medias are people gonna list off to me? Because it's wild, man. It is crazy. But,
too many.
Just
like one social media.
It should just be one conglomerated like social media. Just click one button and sends it to everything. That'd be great. But next question, Alex, keeping it fun. If you could pick a song to cover, what would it be?
Dude, that's such a good question. A friend recommended I cover a song by hold on, let me find it. Oh wait, I'm using my phone. Shit. No, I can't remember. It was by some it's not Avril Lavigne, but it was some artist that's like a female pop artist that's kind of like Alaina Morissette. I don't know. Fuck it, dude. I can't remember. Another cover song. I probably want to do some like Lil Peep covers, but them a lot. Really, really change them. Dude, how about My Chemical Romance dropping a fucking song on us yesterday?
Oh my god!
For the first time in a million years.
I have not listened to it yet. I did see a bunch of my friends post about it, and I will probably just wind up recording some sort of video of me listening to it because obviously being I used to live in New Jersey, just being, obviously my chem being from New Jersey, I have a lot of love for them. So I'm very excited. I've heard mixed reviews, heard people say it was great. I heard people say, I don't know. So I'm excited. Have you listened to it, Alex, yet or no?
Oh yeah, dude. I played it in the car yesterday.
What do you think about it?
I finished exercising and then I was on the way to Whole Foods to get to get a cookie and water. And I fucking was blaring it in my car. It was sick.
That's great. So obviously you're enjoying it. So
it was a religious experience, I'd say.
Ooh, all right. Well, that's some high marks. I'm gonna have to keep up with it. But
set your expectations low.
Okay, and then just get blown away.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. We'll do that. Well, guys, if you have a good cover for Alex, drop him in the comments. I'm sure I'll check him out. Who knows? Maybe you wind up seeing a cover from him. But,
the song is called Goodbye to You. Goodbye to everything that I knew.
Oh man, I know it. Oh man,
I try to hold on to.
I'm trying. I feel like I know it, and I'm just gonna, guys. I'm gonna find out what song it is, and then I'm gonna put it on the screen here.
The singer's from somewhere out in the desert, and she's it's an all blue album cover, and she's standing there with her leather jacket on, and it's super dramatic and shit.
I'll have to find the song. The song will be on this.
Somebody watching this probably knows. They're
somebody definitely does.
She's my fucking favorite artist. Hey, I'm gonna cover the song, okay?
Listen, honestly, I feel Alex on this, so don't beat him up. There's so many songs that I think I know, and then I just say I remember it, and then wind up just putting it up on post here. So I'm not gonna, don't ream Alex out. It's okay. We can't remember everything, so can't remember everything. But next question, Alex. What is your favorite food to eat? What's your go-to?
Dude, I love spaghetti.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, making mean spaghetti. Yeah. You use fresh basil. You gotta, mix half and half pork and beef to get that authentic taste. Use more carrot for that sweetness, and use less tomato sauce than you think. It's a little too acidic, can give you heartburn.
Ooh.
Sure. Yeah. Pro tips.
Pro tips from Alex. Oh my god, that sounds delicious.
Oh, when you're chopping onions, don't chop off the root thing at the end. What you want to do is slice the onion, right? And then leave that root thing just hanging there. And everybody cuts that off first because they're like, oh, let me cut that off first so I have a clean onion to chop up. That's how you cry.
You're right.
And that's how you get...
Big facts. Alex, wow, I think Alex might be a chef, honestly. Low key. I feel that. Because I do the same shit, and I also cook. So
really?
I know the vibes.
Okay. So you know how to eat the onions.
Yeah, listen, I've gone through plenty of onions, knowing that I am gonna lose my eyesight. So
Do the glasses help?
The glasses do not help. In fact, they'll just go right, behind the glasses into my eyes, and then we're done.
Wow. It probably gets trapped back there, right?
Oh, it's probably worse, if anything. I try to cut. I try to cut without the glasses. Probably not the safest idea, but You
put onions in your socks before you get to bed?
I do not. I shouldn't.
I read that on the internet.
That's so weird. Why would you do that? Why would you I just don't understand that concept. Why would you want to put onions in your socks before you go to sleep?
Dude, it's like a myriad of health benefits.
Does the onion you wake up and the onion's gone because it just soaked into your the bottom of your foot? That's what 100%. I think is gonna happen. Yeah. So guys, test it out. Let us know, and then Alex and I will try it, and then we'll let you know if it's soaked into.
Dude, I'm not trying it.
Alex is gonna try it. So
you're gonna try it.
I am probably gonna maybe
you're
try.
You're gonna do a GoPro time lapse
of me sleeping with my foot properly placed up against the GoPro.
Absolutely, dude.
Maybe
and then I'll do a reaction video to it.
Oh,
with my music in the background.
But blessed up. I love that. That sounds great. Yeah. Sounds like a great time out. Next question. If you were to pick somebody to collaborate with, Alex, any guest features on an up and coming Alexx Bean record, who would you want to work with?
Really good question. Tom DeLonge, because everybody wants to work with Travis Barker. Obviously, working with Travis Barker would be fucking so sick. But I want to work with, and I want to work with Tom DeLonge on like have him produce. And
ooh, okay,
dude, he's just such a good songwriter. It's insane.
oh, he is.
It's amazing. Like, I mean, at like all the records that he's not on, they've had to bring in external writers. But the records he's on, he like there's no external writers. It's just Link writing the songs. And I mean, Tom's just fucking his melodies and everything. It's just simple and amazing. So I think he's the songbird of our generation.
Ooh, all right. That's some high marks. That's some
I don't know if
marks.
my generation, your generation, maybe. I don't know. How old are you?
I'm 29, so I'm pretty up there.
Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, maybe the songbird of your generation.
It could, yeah, possibly. We never
know.
But I will say though, Alex, I really enjoyed the last Angels and Airwaves record he released recently.
Did you?
And I like the production. He's just like you said, the production value is pretty nut. Like he always went out of bounds with Angels and Airwaves comparatively to like Blink-182.
Sure.
Like I think with like just like synths and stuff, I feel like he took more risks. You know, like
yeah. I mean, I really like all of his offshoots. Like Boxcar Racer was so sick.
Boxcar Racer, yeah. That's great.
And then I like the first 4 Angels and Airwaves records. When they still had like that original lineup,
yeah,
that changed because they got the 30 Seconds to Mars bassist, then the second album, and then they have. Then they got Ilan Rubin and his brother Aaron Rubin, who's been producing for them since After the Love records.
Yes, correct.
But I have to say, I think the first 4 records are the best, and I think the second record is their best record, in my opinion.
I would agree. I'd have to agree with that.
Yeah.
I feel like but he always, like, to me, has always been that person that just always, it doesn't matter who gives a shit, like, what he does. He's just like, I'm just gonna do it. People are gonna love it. People are gonna hate it. We're just out here doing that shit. That's how I see it.
Absolutely. Yeah. The thing about Tom is like, he has his own unique way of doing things. You know what I mean? He's not worried about, is this going to be cool? Is that not going to be cool? And I think that's what makes it, like, even his stuff, like the Angels and Airwaves and stuff is punk in and of itself because of that.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? It's cool stuff.
I would agree though with the second album being the best Angels and Airwaves record.
It is, dude. It just is.
It's gotta be. It is. No questions. But guys, if you want to hear an Alexx Bean, Tom DeLonge collab, you already know what to do. You hop on Twitter. You tag Alexx Bean, you tag Tom DeLonge, you say collab.
No, you fucking go to change.org.
Or you do change.org. That's even better. I like that choice. But Twitter's good too, so do that.
Twitter's good,
double it up. But if you want to manifest, for Alex like I do, you do that shit. Listen.
Hashtag Alexx Bean X Tom
DeLonge.
Tommy D. Tom DeLonge Schlong.
100%, guys. It's gonna happen. I hope you're excited. I'm excited. Alex is excited. Let's get it going.
I'm excited. When's the day?
It's happening. I don't want to put a date out there.
Wear pajamas, full PJs.
That would be great.
I'm gonna dress up like Boomer for the thing.
Yo,
I'm gonna dress up like him, and he's gonna dress up like me. And then we're gonna film a YouTube video about it and not get anything done.
That sounds about accurate, honestly. But it's okay though. Still be great content.
It would be good content.
Next question, Alex. Obviously you play guitar,
Right.
You do drums, you also sing. But if there was another musical instrument you could master, what would it be?
Electric triangle.
Electric triangle.
Patrick Star style.
You're right, man.
You remember that?
I don't think I could. Yeah, and he just gets shocked. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that would make sense considering it's just a live current. So.
Right. Yeah, I know. Dude, no. Actually, though, I would love to know how to play piano a little bit better. I'm actually decent at. I'm okay at it.
Okay.
I can play like chords.
I got you.
Stuff like that, but I can't like.
You can't shred on the piano. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. I feel like that'd be sick. You're gonna get next time Alex comes on here, he's gonna be a wizard pianist. Just saying.
Be shredded.
He's gonna be shredding.
Dude, I'm gonna be.
We're gonna be interviewing, and like right behind him,
lift,
he's gonna
bro?
have a piano, and he's gonna be like, he's gonna be like answering questions and then playing the piano, not even looking at the piano, just like answering questions.
Beethoven's 17th.
Yeah, he's like, this is Beethoven's 17th. I'm gonna answer your question too, Brandon. So here you go. Yes, the answer is tomatoes. Okay, great. So I'm excited.
Right.
I'm excited. Alex is gonna be a piano prodigy the next time he comes on here.
That's true.
There we go. Next question, Alex. My personal favorite, because I'm a nerd and I like to ask it. If you could be a video game character, who would you be?
Oh, God. Probably Master Chief.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The guy just seems like invincible. And there's also something super nostalgic about Halo 3. That's my favorite Halo.
Oh, bless up. I love that.
Right?
That's the best Halo. One. That's arguably the best Halo.
I'm telling you, dude. It goes Halo 3, then Halo 1, and then Halo Recon, or what's that one?
It's Reach.
Halo Reach, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember being so excited, like me and my friends in middle school, and we got Halo Reach, and then we went online that night and played with each other online. It was crazy. Headset, you remember that shit?
Oh, the headset. Oh yeah. The headset. You had the little gray headset with like the fucking like little like pom on the end. Yeah.
Screaming at each other with our little middle school headsets. Like, fuck you.
This sucks.
And it just sounded like distortion all in the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And when they had Forge, you could make your own maps, and we do like all these crazy like energy sword things. Dude. Yeah. The Master Chief's like, I feel like he's just invincible, and also it's like he's like the cooler, like Jedi. You know what I mean? Because he's like a Jedi with guns.
I feel that answer. Yeah, I'm about it. I gotta start watching. Apparently, on Paramount Plus, there's a Halo TV series. So.
Dude, they went too far, bro. They went way too far with this whole thing with Halo, dude. I'm sorry. That's my opinion. But they went too far. Like, you can't have like Halo 5. I played Halo 5. Don't. And I played Halo 4. I played all that stuff.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but I'm just telling you, they went too far.
they're like, how much is this guy gonna do? Like, he might as well just be like a god.
Franchise dry, dude. It's no good.
Oh, it sucks. I have been playing Halo Infinite though. That's been fun. I will say that.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, that's been great.
Do you have your hands on an Xbox?
No, not an Xbox. I've been playing it on my computer here.
Oh, dude, I was gonna be like super jealous. I've been trying to get my an Xbox Series X would make my day.
That would be so sick. Yeah,
I know. I've been trying to play Oblivion with like maxed out graphics on a console. That's my dream.
Listen.
Music. I'm just trying to play Oblivion on a fucking Xbox Series X to get that like. You know what I mean? Because you'd have to, like, at the time to get those graphics, you'd have to have a PC that's so jacked.
Yes.
And then, like, the original Xbox or Xbox 360 version is, like, looks no good compared to it. But on an Xbox Series X, you can max out Oblivion and get all of those fucking details and max frame rate. What were they called? Nern roots that you had to go collect?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, dude. I remember... During the first couple months of lockdown, I was collecting nerd roots like all day, dude. I was like, that was my fucking destiny.
That's great. I love this. This has turned out way better than I thought it was going to in terms of. I get you. The Oblivion thing. Let's make Alex.
Skyrim's not nearly as good.
I feel that. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's all right.
And then Morrowind is just, I can't do it. It's so fucking slow and complicated. But Oblivion hits that nice sweet spot of being playable, but also not just like too much catering to the gamer, like an entry level gamer. You know what I mean? And I don't even game that much, dude. Like, since I haven't played video games for like 2 years now, except I did fucking play the new Pokemon, and I bought. Okay, here's what I did, dude. I have over there. I have 2 copies. Well, actually, I have 1 copy of Pokemon Shield.
Nice.
Completely in its original like Amazon mailer. Just because I know it's going to be something maybe. And then I have Pokemon Arceus, right? Arceus Legends, or how do you pronounce that name?
It's Pokemon Legends Arceus, I believe.
Yeah. So I have that, in its original packaging over there as well. I'm not gonna touch them, dude, because I remember buying Pokemon Leaf Green at Circuit City, which is now completely gone.
I feel that.
And you know what I mean? It's like that and Borders are just gone.
They're gone.
But those Borders is where I bought like Dookie by Green Day on CD.
Oh, that's so sick.
When I was in 6th grade, so that would have been like 11.
Oh my god.
There was only 1 year of me being into music and CDs being a thing. That overlap happened 1 year. And it was when I was in 6th grade, and I would go and I bought like as many Green Day CDs. I bought Insomniac, Nimrod, Dookie, all on CD.
Ooh.
And Red Hot Chili Peppers on CD. And that was the only year, because then in 7th grade, I think is when I got a laptop or something, or my brother's old laptop. And then I found out how to uTorrent and use Pirate Bay. I know my FBI agent's watching this right now. Like,
yeah, SWAT's gonna be coming straight through that window next to you, just bust down the Kemper and all the shit.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, Pirate Bay, the beer you had in 11th grade.
We've been keeping tabs on you, apparently.
My FBI's guy's like, fuck, come here now. So we're Google Meet.
He's gonna bust into this video call right now. It's gonna be like, FBI
dude, if we get
wants to come in
right
listen.
Now, we know why.
We could be right now. Who knows? I hope not.
And they would have like discographies too. Like I got like the whole Angels and Airwaves discography.
I know, it was wild.
So bad for everybody. It's so not good.
It was not a great move, but
dude, society suffered.
I don't think anybody did not do that. I think everybody did it. Like, they're not gonna own up to it, but they did it. I did it.
We suffered so hard for that too.
We did.
It's crazy.
So like many viruses, but we still got the whole discography though,
Comcast sending letters about me trying to torrent StarCraft 2 on LimeWire, and that's when I knew I had to switch to uTorrent. So I was like, LimeWire, you fuck me. That's really hard.
It's not good. Not good. Shouts to LimeWire. If you know what that is, kudos.
You know what LimeWire is? I knew what it was for a month. But yeah, dude, but we all suffered for it greatly. Like the music industry, like adjusted for inflation, was over $4 billion richer in the year 2000 than it is now, adjusted for inflation.
Yeah.
And that's just because fucking no one buys a CD, and it's crazy, dude.
It is.
Because like, think about it, you're paying $9.99 or nothing, and you're listening to ads, and you're going on Spotify, and you're not only listening to an album that would have cost you $9.99, you're listening to 1,000 albums that would have cost $9.99. I mean $9.99.
$9.99, yeah.
That's
wild, isn't it?
Crazy, bro.
That is wild.
It's like so weird, and like so I'm going and buying Insomniac. It's got 12 songs on it. It's 23 minutes long because every song's like fucking 30 seconds, and I'm going on Spotify later for less than that amount of money, listening to Insomniac, Dookie, American Idiot, every single Green Day song, watching Green Day music videos for free on YouTube. It's like, how is anybody like, what's going on here, dude?
It is crazy. It is insane. It is, and that was only in like a couple, like that was in like a few years time span too. That's what's wild to me. Whew. I can't.
I got one conscious year of that. I only lived one conscious year in 6th grade of like being a CD, contributing to like the physical media world of music.
I still have like a box, like a full box of like a bunch of CDs that I don't have a CD I don't have like a CD like drive in my computer right now, so I'm like, it's just like, okay, well I can put them all on like like a poster board or something, I gotta make sure they're being used up in some way. But I mean, now I just pick up vinyl, and that shit's sits in my sits in my bedroom, which is totally fine. But yeah, it's wild. Physical media is nuts, but I mean,
dude, what if NFTs fix it though?
I don't know. Well,
what
only time will tell.
With one click of the button, he's like,
it could. Who knows, Alex?
Yeah.
Next question.
All right.
If you were to compile a dream tour lineup, including you, Alex, who would be on it?
Dude, really good question. I think I would go with probably have Lil Pump on it. Dude, how hilarious would that be, bro? To have Lil Pump on your tour and like just come out with Charlie Sheen for the LA show.
That would be very concerning. I'd be very concerned for you.
Ever think of.
Woo! That'd be ridiculous.
No, but yeah. I mean, I don't know, dude. Just like probably some like really hype emo rappers and shit.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what? You know, it'd be so sick if they made like a new iteration of Warped Tour that wasn't just like, you know, bands that people half know. It was like emo rap and shit like that. That'd be fucking sick.
That'd be pretty hype.
Like,
yeah.
It would be bridging like the Warped Tour and like Rolling Loud crowds, and I feel like there's a huge market for that.
There you go. We'll get started on it tonight.
Idea. Credit me. Fuck.
We're working on it together, Alex. We're gonna just do this shit, you know. Let's get it going.
I was talking to the person who's watching this and stealing it, and has the resources to put that together.
Yeah, I don't have the money. We both don't have the money to do that shit. But if you do happen to do that, you know, listen, Alex and I thought of this just now. So,
right.
More specifically, Alex just thought of this now. So give Alex credit. That's what I'm saying. Or at very least, get him on the tour. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely. No, but I feel like I would have some cool artists on there. I really like Poor Stacy. I was hanging out with him at
cool.
Shaky Knees Festival. He played a set there, and I got to go to the exclusive artists lounge area. That was cool.
The exclusive artist lounge tent.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, everything's for free. It's like apparently when you have more money, everything's free. People just give shit to you. So it's like, why you don't even need to spend money anymore? You know what I mean?
That's true. That is. I've been to my fair share of festivals, so you know.
Everything's like a $12 chicken nugget.
Just one. You get one chicken nugget for $12. Oh my god. I
And
don't even want to know what the alcohol is. The alcohol must have been like $25 for like one drop of beer.
I got free beer.
There you go. Look, that wasn't a problem for you, Alex, and that's important.
No, it wasn't.
There you go.
Apparently.
Everybody's got to be like Alex now, and that's
apparently
know people, you know. So get out and know people. Just saying.
Get used to it, yes.
Next question. Next question, Alex. What is your favorite TV show, favorite movie?
Okay, I guess I'll start with favorite movie. I really love Lost in Translation with Bill Murray.
Oh,
and,
classic.
Dude, my name game today is so terrible. I think it's the alcohol. What the fuck? You know, Scarlett Johansson. God damn it. That took me forever, dude.
It's all right. It's all right. We'll forgive you.
Dude, yeah, but anyway, I love that movie. I remember when I first saw it, I had to watch it twice in a row.
It's classic. Classic movie.
Everything about it's great. Like, the story's great. The setting's great. And, dude, I watched this on a fucking airplane TV screen. And I watched it twice in a row. And it was a beautiful movie. That's a great movie. Lord of the Rings, the trilogy. Specifically, Lord of the Rings, Two Towers is, I think, the Helm's Deep battle scene is the most ultimate battle scene, bro. It's so good.
Amen, brother.
Yeah.
Whew.
That's good. What are some other... And the fucking that movie visually is insane, dude.
Oh, that's wild.
Like, the costumes and the settings and just, like... And the Hobbit movies don't even compare. It's incredible how the practical effects have all these unique details that, like, change. Like, if you look at the orcs in the first three movies, they're all unique and scary because of that. Whereas the orcs in the Hobbit movies, they all look the same, and it's like, oh, that's just a computer. That's like CGI, there's something kind of like gut instinct where it feels more real because you see the details are all different, and you're like, fuck, that orc looks fucking scary, dude.
But that other one looks fucking scary too. You know, like you're seeing I got you.
And it's crazy, dude. And then also like the way they implemented the CGI was not like, we're gonna CGI everything. It was like very tasteful CGI.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's just like just enough, just a little dash of
just
CGI.
Of that. And the trolls and stuff, yeah, dude. And it's just a great story overall of like, you know, of trying everything. So
classic trilogy.
It's a definitely feel good movie. Watch the extended editions if you have time on Blu-ray.
Yeah,
and 7.1.
You have to carve out a whole ass day for that shit. I'm just saying. Be
That'd be a
prepared to
dream,
wake
dude.
up
I
at
would love
8
to.
a.m. till like fucking probably like 10 o'clock at night. You're just watching Lord of the Rings all day.
Yeah, dude, that'd be crazy.
That would be nuts. And then what's your favorite movie or TV show, Alex? Sorry.
Well, the Freaks and Geeks series is a really good. They only got one series, but it's a cult classic. That's one of my favorites. Yeah, I'd have to go with that of like all-time favorite TV shows.
That's a great choice. Love that. Next question, Alex. If you were
Sorry.
What were you
I was going to the Eric Andre show too.
Oh my god, that shit's great. I love that. Oh my god, some of the stuff he does on that show.
Yeah, dude, it's so
wild.
This is like so wrong.
The every time someone mentions the Eric Andre show, the only scene I can like vividly remember was the one where he walks into the I don't know if it's like a bagel shop or like a donut shop, and then the cop comes in and he just starts like, the cop's like, hey, turn around, I'm arresting you, and then like basically they just start making out like in this fucking like bagel or like donut shop, and everybody's like freaking out. Oh my god,
oh my god, it's so funny, dude. That shit is crazy, dude. The shit he does, and then he's walking around New York and he's got a fucking parachute on his back, and he's like, I just fell, I don't know, like it's so crazy.
Shout out to Eric Andre. Love that dude.
Dude, that guy's a fucking legend, dude.
But next question, Alex. If you're trapped on a desert island for the next month and there was one album you could bring with you to listen to, what would it be?
American Idiot.
Ooh, classic.
It's just the best, dude.
It is, yeah. Arguably their best record.
Yeah, it is, yeah. I mean, there's people that are like Dookie, best record.
Sure.
But I guess that was the one I listened to first. So it's my yeah. And also it's just like the theater of it, and it's fucking just like so, it just hits hard, dude. The drums on that
track one to the last track is just like a journey. It's great.
It is, dude. And like it's just like, it's epic. It's got everything you want. It's got like the really fast punk tracks, it's got the ballads, it's got the anthems, you know what I mean? It's got everything on there.
Yeah. No.
Letter Bomb, I think, one of the best tracks on that album, by the way. Underrated song.
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that. Yeah. Underrated track.
Dude, it fucking is, and that thing is so like
like the drums. Oh my god, the drums on that track fucking go hard. I love that.
Yeah, dude.
Now I'm gonna
Trey Cool is underrated as fuck, bro. That guy fucking
he's nuts. He's
nuts.
Dude. Oh my god, I have to go back. Now I'm gonna have to go listen to this after we're done. I feel like I gotta go listen to some Green Day again. But
yeah.
The second to last question I have for you, Alex, I've been asking this recently on the interviews I've done. What do you want people to take away from Alexx Bean, your music, your lyricism, kind of a combination to what do you want people to kind of take away from your artistry?
Dude, just be yourself and do what you like. Because the fact of the matter is, like, if you're trying to keep up with trends or you're trying to be cool to fit in or whatever, you're always gonna you're always gonna lose, because you're gonna lose your respect for yourself, and then you're also just not gonna, in a practical sense, be able to keep up, because someone else that made the trend is the one that's gonna. You see what I'm saying? If you're just copying the trend, there's nothing novel that you're doing. And I think what I learned was that if I'm just myself, then I'm happier that way. And then if it happens to be cool, it happens to be cool. And you know, that's just it, bro. Don't go chasing shit, because it's also not fucking cool. And trying to be such a tough dude or whatever is not cool either.
I agree.
Dude, you just look like a fucking idiot.
Wise words from Alex. I totally agree with that. You know, live your life how you want to live it, and not for anyone else. So totally agree with that. And the last thing, Alex, the most important thing, obviously the reason why you're on here, tell the people where they can find you out on social media, what you have coming up in the next couple months, and anything else you want to plug, talk about.
All right, yeah, you can check out all my stuff's on Instagram at Alexx Bean. That's ALEXXBEAN, like literally like a green bean. Check it out. I'm on TikTok at Alexx Bean. I just went through a perilous journey to get my fucking Twitter handle. Crazy story. So there was this. Sorry, this story takes a long time.
No, go ahead. Say whatever you want to say.
Anyway, somebody who had the Alexx Bean account at Alexx Bean was this, like, from Scotland, and she worked at I found through the internet, through like matching up her face to Google Images, that she worked at this vet and she looks much older now compared to her picture, but I was still like, wait, that's the same face. And she hadn't tweeted in over 10 years. I was like, I have to get this profile.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
What's going on here? And so I emailed the vet in Scotland, and then like finally got an email back, and then she was really nice, and she was like, yeah, and we'll change it. And I was like, do you want money? And she's like, no, I don't want your pennies. And I was like, all right, chill. and then we did the switcheroo, and it was fine. So anyway, I got my official, the right Twitter thing. But anyway, yeah, and I'll be posting on there too. But check it out. I have some merchandise that's going to be on sale at alexxbean.com. I'll be tweeting about it. I'll be Instagramming about it. I've got 2 awesome new pop punk songs coming out this summer. Woo. I've got a bunch of new acoustic stuff coming out this fall. And then you can also check out Fading. It's on everywhere. Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, Amazon Music. I don't know what else there is.
No, that sounds about right. That's
fucking everything, dude. You can use my stuff on TikTok and Instagram for Reels and TikToks. And I want you to make some really stupid stuff with the Fading song because it is so ridiculous and ignorant. And I want you to just fucking dive into that head first.
That is the first time anyone has said, let me do something ridiculous with my song. So
yeah, dude.
Go check out Alexx Bean. I want to give a huge shout out to Kaylee over at Big Picture Media for setting this up.
Hey-o.
She is a wonderful chick. So big love to her. What were you going to say, Alex?
I said she's amazing.
She is. Shout out to Kaylee. But anyway, go check out Alexx Bean. All of the links will be in the description. His TikTok, his Instagram, his Twitter, all that stuff. Listen, he worked really hard to get that Twitter handle, so you better go give him a follow. Give him that follow. Go give him the follow. Go shout out Tom DeLonge and him on Twitter. I already told you that, but just to reiterate that point, go do that. If you enjoyed this interview, share, like, subscribe. It goes a long way. Go subscribe to Alex too on YouTube. I did already, so you should too. And huge thanks to Alex for coming on, hanging, chatting, shooting the shit, do all the real stuff.
Hell yeah, dude.